Oh, I feel like it would be kind of crazy for me if I've never had High River hot sauces on the channel, but I feel like I have. So High River Sauces, owned by Steve Seabury. If you've been to, like, I'm trying to think of how many shows he's got. So the Portland Hot Sauce Festival, the New York City Hot Sauce Festival, Chicago, I think, and New Jersey, I think. The dude's got hot sauce festivals. He's got the Hot Sauce Company. I've never been to any of his shows. I would love to go to one of his shows. I want to specifically go to New York City or to Portland. Every year I go to the Albuquerque Hot Sauce Festival, and I try to go, and I go to the Weekend of Fire here in Cincinnati, which is my local show. But I've never been to one of the Seabury shows, and I want to change that. So, Steve, if you're watching, hit me up and let's make it happen. I would love to come to one of the shows. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I feel like what's happening here is we have the mild and the hot version of maybe the same kind of sauce or same vibes of sauce. I have not looked at any of the ingredients in any way, shape, or form. This is a cayenne garlic hot sauce. It's a taco sauce. And then this is a pepper X sauce. And I don't know if I've seen I could be completely making this up. I'm not sure if I've seen pepper X in a sauce that is not Ed Curry branded. So it's not one of Ed's sauces. But I know that they have like worked together. So it all might be on the label. I have no idea, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to step into this one. So Psycho sauce. It's crazy good. Cayenne and garlic hot sauce. I feel like this has got to have been around. Like, this has got to have been, like, a thing. Getting the bold kick of cayenne peppers with the aromatic essence of garlic, this dynamic combination creates a tantalizing taste experience that ignites the taste buds with spicy heat while delivering a rich and savory undertone. Elevate your culinary creations with this zesty concoction, perfect for a variety of dishes. Oh, he doesn't even say the taco sauce. But there's a pizza in one hand here and a taco in the other. I thought it was branded as a taco sauce, but not necessarily a taco sauce. I don't know how I feel about hot sauce and hot sauce. I'm just gonna lay it out there like that. I don't know. Smells incredibly good. There's like a tang going on, like a Cajun kind of thing going on here. So we got Louisiana style. Like there is that kind of like that aroma going on. It's got this like Cajun vibe to it. I'm gonna say it is just on the cusp of not being a thin sauce. Lightly medium bodied as you possibly can get with the sauce. This is a sauce that is clearly meant to be used very liberally. Lots of the sauce. It smells very good. I am very much so here for it. I think it's going to get some good tang going on. Delicious, crushable, slightly hotter than I was kind of expecting. It has like a, did I say tomato? There's not tomato in here. Man, does it taste like there's tomato in here. So like the garlic and the cayenne mashed together, like has this tomato. And I'm shocked there's not tomato in here. We're talking Cajun vibes. We're talking table sauce with like a heat plus. It's not overly spicy in any way, shape, or form, but I was expecting this to be like very mild, and it actually has a little bit of heat going on. So I mean, it's still like solid, like a 2 in my heat scale, or on my heat scale. But this is crushable and delicious. It's a table sauce. It's that vinegar. I'm drooling. If I got like some sausage, bacon, eggs going on, it's going all over that. Basically anything. Like this is going to go on my lunch all week long, and it is going to be gone within like 2 days. Now, we're stepping into what I think is the main. So he's got a heat scale of up to 10, and this is a 3 out of 10 on his heat scale, right there. So 3 out of 10, and this is a 10 out of 10 on his heat scale. So without getting into it, I'm wondering if they're going to be using any sort of, like, how are they doing pepper X in here? Let me guess. So if I was assuming, there'd be pepper X mash and pepper X powder. It's possible there could be the distillate in here. It depends on how much Ed is working with here, you know? But I'm going to call it, there's 2 different kinds of pepper X in here. It can be very hot. Pepper X is quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite super hot peppers. I love this pepper because, 1, it tastes good. 2, for me, the heat is very high, but it's delayed for a second. And so you get to taste all the other flavors that are happening in a sauce, and then the heat just comes roaring in, which I love. And so far, it has left my stomach alone, which is huge for Brian because I am a cramp boy. My video that came out on Sunday absolutely annihilated me, and it's doing very well. So I appreciate you guys for checking it out. But if you've not checked it out, it is the hardest video I've ever filmed. This fiery blend fuses the unrelenting heat of Pepper X with roasted tomatoes, garlic, a flying elbow of lime for flavor that hits hard and finishes with a flavorful punch. Crafted for extreme heat seekers, this sauce isn't for the faint of heart. Just a few drops will light up your tacos, burritos, nachos, or anything that needs a serious kick. Now, I hope there's a lot of like very flavorful ingredients up top. Like the garlic, I hope is up top. I hope that the spice blend that's in here, calling it taco sauce, we're going to be doing some like cumin, those kind of vibes. Paprika maybe happening in here. Okay, let's read the ingredients. Fire roasted tomatoes, number 1. I love it. Oh, all right, water, and then Pepper X mash, which is Pepper X, peppers and distilled vinegar, onions, apple cider vinegar, jalapeno pepper puree, which is really smart, garlic, cilantro, pure cane sugar, and Pepper X, chili powder, lime juice concentrate, cumin, smoked paprika, and salt. I'm not gonna lie, kind of nailed that with the Pepper X powder and the Pepper X mash. I'm not as excited about the Pepper X mash being so high up top. So the Pepper X mash is above the apple cider vinegar, which makes sense because there is distilled vinegar in the Pepper X mash. So I understand like what's going on there. What's the sodium content in here? 30 milligrams, which is kind of low. I'm hoping that the salt content is taken into consideration with the mash. Now, I've seen some hot sauce makers accidentally eliminate that. I'm not saying that this is happening here in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying like I feel like sometimes like the salt and the mash is not taken into consideration on the nutrition panel, and if you know me, I'm really diving deep into those kind of things. It's a thinner sauce than I was expecting it to be based on the ingredient list, and I don't know what that means. I'm gonna give it a big shake. I'm going to tread very carefully into this, because this is like, they're talking about the dosage by the drop, so I'm gonna do that much, which is honestly too much. It's not one of those things where like the aroma's like jetting out of the bottle on me, because sometimes when I open some of these sauces, it's just flying out of the bottle. But Pepper X mash is the second ingredient. It smells very good. All right, let's taste it and see how hot it is. Could be wickedly hot. Cheers. It's very hot. This is a wonderful sauce. I continue to love Pepper X. Man, it's brutal. The lime. Where's the lime? The lime juice concentrate right there at the bottom. So the lime does this like ton of heavy lifting right there at the end of it. You get a huge amount of taco flavors, tomato, spice blend. The Pepper X starts coming in just a little bit, then the lime hits it, rounds out the back of it, and then the full heat of the Pepper X comes rounding in. Very warm sauce. For the amount that I did, I'm sitting at like a really high 4. I like to go very liberal with sauce on my food. If I put as much of this on my taco as I wanted, I would be in for a world of hurt. So I would do like, but the heat is amazing on this. So I would go like light on this and then heavier on like another taco sauce, like Ghost of Saffron or something like that, like one of my sauces or somebody else's hot sauce. I'm not trying to play favorites with my own. But this is a fantastic sauce. A huge fan of Pepper X. It has not done anything wrong. It just burns all the way through the insides of my body, but it's leaving my stomach alone. It just radiates internally, and and the heat comes so late that you can taste the other flavors. I'm just hugely impressed by that pepper. It's so cool. Okay, 2 very awesome sauces. If I had to nitpick these sauces at all, it's that they both tend to be a little bit on the thinner side. And so I generally like to have my sauces have a little bit more of a body to them. But that's me being super nitpicky because I like my sauces to have a lot of body. And these are not overly thin. They just could go for a little more body. But they're great. Okay, in the description below is going to be like the High River. Check them out. I think it's a really cool company. I've never met Steve before in person, but seems like a really nice guy. Right below this is going to be a link to my online store. You can get all my sauces. They're right there. We're getting close to the end of the year, and I'm going to be releasing my best of hot sauces of the year, and I'm really looking forward to that. So stay tuned. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next. Bye-bye.
Hey. Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.